Joining me now is 9/11 widow and national chair of the 9/11 Families and Survivors United for Justice Against Terrorism, Terry Strada. Terry, thank you so much for your time, particularly on this day. What does this day mean to you?
It's a very somber day. I miss my husband every day, but today is a painful reminder of the evil that came and the terrorism that struck at our country. And it's a reminder of all the friends that were lost as well. And it's just a very painful day overall.
Let's talk about that video, the documents that have been released. Are you satisfied with the progress that is happening or not happening with the release of these documents, the release of this video related to connecting the Saudi role to those attacks?
Right. So, no, we are not satisfied because the Department of Justice, or I should say the FBI, is still dragging their feet and not releasing things in their entirety. They do not meet deadlines. So we are still in a tug of war with the Department of Justice and the FBI, and we shouldn't be. We're adversaries, and that's wrong for the victims of such a horrific attack to not have full cooperation. So we're still fighting with them. There need to have more transparency, full transparency, so that we can have a full accounting of what happened, so we can protect ourselves going forward and ensure that this never happens again.
So what more specifically would you like to see done next? And did you ever think that 23 years later you would still be demanding answers?
No, this is astonishing that we have gone this long without a full accounting, and that we've had so many mistakes been made over the years and mistruths been told, and that the 9/11 Commission did not have all of the evidence that we're seeing now, and that the recommendations that they made are based on half-truths. Everything, our foreign policy has been based on what isn't the truth, that there was no state sponsors of the attacks when clearly there was. And the evidence now confirms that the kingdom deployed their Saudi agents over here to the United States, into the embassy in Washington, D.C., and they ran an anti-American, pro-jihadist program that then set up the support network that was needed for these hijackers to carry out the attacks. But when I say there's still evidence, there's so much of it that's still under a protective order in the courts. And so the media, you are not seeing the full story. We are not entitled to see the full story right now. And this is egregious. This is against the First Amendment, right of access. So I'm very disappointed it's taken this long, but we've made a lot of progress. And I'm very pleased that this video, the casing video, that the welcome video, that videos of Omar al-Bayoumi with other al-Qaeda operatives, that his phone records are now confirming all of this was happening right before the attacks. So we've got a lot, but there's more to do.
Yeah, you certainly have been doing a lot of that work. Terry, before I let you go, I spoke in the last hour with Matthew Bocci, who lost his dad on 9/11, and asked him the same question I want to ask you as well. As a nation, we take time to reflect on this day each year, as we should, but it has changed as the years have gone by. What are your thoughts on that? Is this naturally what happens, or should we be doing more?
Oh, we should absolutely be doing more. We are not teaching 9/11 in our schools properly. We're not teaching it very much at all. Florida mandated last year that it should be taught in the schools, but it really does need to be taught everywhere, all the way through college level, because if you look at what's happening today with all of this anti-Semitism around college campuses, we have failed our youth. We didn't teach them about the Holocaust properly. We didn't teach them the history of what anti-Semitism is. So we need to have the history books correct on 9/11. We need to teach it better. And that way, all these children that are now growing up post 9/11, post ever being alive when they happened, will have a full understanding of the evil that came, of the Islamists, of the Wahhabism, of what provoked those 19 jihadists to attack us so brutally. It's the details that are important. And then thank God that we do take a day like today and remember our loved ones.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.